Hi guys, welcome to our... Hi guys, welcome to episode 101.
We're going to go back over the last 100 episodes, pick out our best bits and share them with you. Roll the titles. Right, okay, go for it. You've got to say action. Let's go back to where it all started, episode number 1. If you look back at this number 1, it was a pretty poignant one for me because everything was so empty. If you look back through and you watch the footage, you'll see a completely bare warehouse. It's crazy how it's turned from what it was to what it is now. Can't move in there now.
The evolution has been crazy over the last year. So from that 100 episodes, where you used to get a cup of tea with me, I no longer get one of them. What's going on?
Yeah, no, we need a tea assistant.
I need a tea assistant.
Applicants, put your comments below. That'll do, that'll be fine.
Here we've got Joseph working on, this is going to be a factory built car. It's coming now. We've just detailed the engine, Joseph has. That's dropped in. It's a Gen 1 Hayabusa. They make about 175 brake stock. Going to run this as standard for a while, but again, it's going to be another little project that we're working on.
If you look at the quality of episode 1 versus like as a production, now we were winging it, right? We just made it up on the spot, and I mean, not like we do now. It's all scripted and everything, honest.
Hello at work you.
Yeah. But if you look at that first episode, and the quality was a bit rubbish as well of the production itself. You know, there was just me with a GoPro.
That's where we did it.
But the content was, you know, it was good, and it was a starting point. So, yeah, I think that was a bit. That was a good place to start, and it's nice to look back at that now and go, blimey, we've moved along.
And I hope you agree. You guys sitting in there in your bed or your trousers and whatever you're doing, your gym jams there. Yeah. What do you think? Put your comments below. Look at the first one. Look at episode. Oh, if you've done, you might have seen them all, to be honest with you. You may have seen them all. We'd love to see your feedback. Or what you want us to do continuing for the next, well, 1,000 episodes.
Crikey.
I don't know.
So we looked at episode 1. That's where we come from. What ones stand out for you?
Well,
in no particular order as well.
Yeah, I actually looked at a lot of them the other night. How sad am I? Going back for all the episodes, didn't have much to do. And it stands out, episode 86. If you roll back, it ain't that long ago actually, to Blighton Park. Do you know what? That day was amazing. The temperature was right, loads of MKs, the people that were involved.
Oh, it was such a good laugh. I mean,
we had
a good crack.
And I think that is what we tried to build the brand around. The people, the customer, the enjoyment we get out of that cars. And do you know what? That day rolled it into one. Amazing. In fact, let's see a snippet of that episode. So I enjoyed having a review back of episode 86. What's your standout highlight?
Well, one of the ones that, for me, was 27. If you look at that, we built an orange booster car.
Yes.
With loads of carbon everywhere. So it was really good in that it showed everybody what a carbon-looking car, and I think that was one of the first carbon-looking builds with a carbon interior and the carbon rear arches, carbon front arches, carbonara car.
Carbonara.
And it was that kind of gave and showed people what we can do, and that's why one of those really sticks in my mind. Now, when that customer came to pick that car up, that was exported, that car, and when he came to pick it up, he said, "I really like your video." I remember him saying that. "I really like your videos. They're brilliant. We could see exactly what was happening with the car when we were building it." And I was thinking to myself, that is exactly what we wanted to do when we were sort of putting these together, just sort of showing you your build, and it's like a cherry on top. So if you get us to build your car, we do like an end of project thing, don't we? And yeah, you can see your car grow. So that was a nice thing. Have you got any standout cars then, looking back through the 100? Have you got any standout cars, favourite cars, that sort of thing?
Well,
I know we've built a few.
We've built a few. We've had a lot, actually. It's very interesting, and it's hard to identify one, but it's this one.
It's hard to
It's
identify
hard
one,
to defend it.
but there
This
it is.
Mazda Turbo blew me away.
It is bonkers. It is bonkers.
We set a target of 300. We smashed that so far out the park, it was ridiculous. We dialed it back to where we wanted it to be at 308.
And it still...
And it still does a Starship Enterprise on you.
Yeah.
It is bonkers.
It browns your pants.
Oh, it's amazing, this car. In fact, episode 84, let's have a little sneak peek at that test drive. We'll get it up to sort of normal walk speeds and give it a little bit of a... Who wouldn't like that? Who wouldn't like that? You know? It's that popping and banging. It's addictive. All you want to do is launch it and just let it on the overrun, spitting the fuel in there and ignite it. Big old flames hopefully coming out the side. Any other standout productions for you?
Well, 64 was a good one. So 64 was the one where we did the big reveal.
Ooh,
so that
yes.
was when we got the... We just bought the Striker and the Phoenix project, and we did a big reveal of that. And that was pretty good in that when you look around, again, the workshop, our showroom, was completely empty. It had like 3-4 cars in it, and it was completely empty. We're in it now, filming this, and we are crammed in the corner.
We are crammed
because
in.
it's absolutely packed.
Car.
It's probably worth having a show of this, and then just keep your eyes peeled on 64.
Right, here we go. Yeah, that's all right. It's not... That's all right. That picks up really well. 180 horse. That's pretty good. Oh, hello. That was a bit lively. Whoa! Jesus! Bloody hell! Woo! MK Sportscars. Are you kidding me?
How to pronounce? MK Sportscars.
So, that's looking back over the 100 episodes. You can see the evolution. Where do you think the big change came?
You see, that's quite an easy one for me.
Oh.
In episode 70, when we got Anna on board,
Yes.
And she did her first sort of drive out, and that kind of paved the way for the drive outs. And what you see now each week is where we sort of try and do a drive, some sort of action bit,
Yeah.
you know, a few minutes of action in the cars. But I remember her getting in the car, and this wasn't caught on camera, but she got in the car and she buckled herself in, didn't she? And she said, oh, I feel like somebody's just bought a driving experience for me. This is great fun. So she's having fun doing what she's doing and obviously working as well.
And how can you not have fun in these cars?
Yeah, the cars are great. So that was really good. So let's just have a little peek at, this was actually Anna's, when we gave her an interview. This was her show reel, her interview show reel. Run the tape.
used in many race applications and many sprint series and won many championships, since its evolution in 1985. So it's a Ford Sierra based car with a Type 9 Ford gearbox in it, 5-speed. Has 180 foot-pound of torque, limited slip depth and weighs about 550 kilos. Has a Ford 2-litre Duratec, 180 horsepower, revs to 7,500 RPM. 25mm box section chassis that we're using it with an inboard front suspension as well. We're really excited about what's about to happen here at MK Sportscars. And of course, naturally, you'll be the first to know. So apart from Magic Anna, who does all the fairy
Fancy
dust
bits,
for it
yeah,
and makes it all
fancy
nice,
bits.
what else do you think we've done differently?
So, in my quest to try and make this production like Top Gear, but on a B-Tech, yeah. Top Gear production.
Yeah.
We got somebody in who does drone flying, and they flew the drone around, and I think we had that, which was the RX-5 Turbo, and we had the Striker as well. Yeah, we had the Striker. Episode 88, and it just looked brilliant. I mean, he was over the fields, and he just showed the car very Top Gear-esque. Let's have a look. You see the Sean doing some background research. Any more highlights from you?
Yes. In fact, I'd say all 100 episodes, but let's narrow it down to the ones that
We've only got 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've only got 20 minutes. So I'm going to say episode 74, the fulcrum.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That made its first debut. We showed everybody, didn't we?
Batman's car, TV debut. Let's have a look at it. Right guys, we're outside here with the other model that we have in our range, the fulcrum. We're kind enough for Sean to come in, same name as me, how good's that? Come in and show us around his fulcrum. Now, I've known Sean quite a few years. We used to do quite a few track days together down at Woodbridge and Snetterton. And the car, although it's 12 years old now, looking amazing. I mean, this is Batman's car, isn't it? It's super killer in the gloss black. The fulcrum, obviously, new addition to us, where we're taking over with the Phoenix, the Striker, and it basically sits on the same Striker chassis and what's used on the Phoenix with outriggers that attach all the bodywork, etc. So we're going to do some modifications to that to make it maybe easier to build. What a great car. I'm going to step away. I love it too much.
We've done 100 episodes now, so there's plenty to choose from. What's your funniest moment?
Do you know, there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, I stand behind here and I do this week in, week out, and you do it, and you just get lost in the moment. I'm walking around and I'm going, steering wheel, steering wheel.
Yeah, and
I've no idea what I was talking about.
Some menace catches it on camera and you become a meme. Steering wheel.
How mean was that? Steering wheel, steering wheel, steering wheel, steering wheel. So yeah, steering wheel, crazy. I thought it was funny, but I bet there was even better out there.
Some of the ones that I've looked back through and I've seen is a test drive with Anna and her flying hair, because I think that was pretty comical seeing that. I think that was quite a funny moment with.
I think it's that good. We should take another little look.
Here we go.
Right, test drive, Mark 2.
Okay. Oh my word, I love it already. Stop this now. Oh my goodness. Now, I need to recover from that.
Yeah, so all of the builds we do on the car, we also occasionally have, on those episodes, the occasional customer car come in. Any favourites on that?
Customer cars, yeah, 92. If you look at episode 92, that's with Tony and his booster turbo. Now, I mean, obviously the car's really quick, right?
Yeah,
It's
bonkers.
it's bonkers fast car.
Yeah.
But what I sort of got Anna to do with the production really is definitely the way forward. And she did it herself. She's got her mouth wide open, gawping, going, "No, you didn't." But she basically got, yeah, shake your head. She got the whole of what we were trying to achieve into that, where we were doing question and answers, but it wasn't us asking the questions. It was a really slick performance, and he absolutely nailed it. So thanks, Tony. You did a really good job. Yeah, you've missed your vocation, mate. You need to be behind the camera and doing more of it. But yeah, you were really, really good. And the whole episode, I thought the episode was absolutely brilliant. It had a great car in it, and he conducted himself, and he was just superb with his answers and everything. Yeah, and obviously the editing, because it's all in the edit.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
Let's take a sneak peek.
My name's Tony, and I've got a MK Indy with a Hayabusa turbo engine. So kit cars, I think I've had 7 or 8 over my time. The first one was a Robin Hood, and then I've had a few of the Jeremy Phillips cars. I like his cars. They handle well. I had a Stylus, which I put the rotary turbo engine in it, and I had a Fulcrum, which was a good car. A previous Indy to this with a Pinto engine, and a Tiger with a Z-Tech, and then and this one came along, and it was too good to be true.
I hope you've enjoyed the look back over the last 100 episodes as much as we have. And to celebrate this,
we're going to be rolling a little competition for you. You get the chance to win over £500 worth of goods. Right guys, it's competition time here at MK Sportscars.
and if you want to be in with a chance to win over £500 worth of goods, there's a year subscription to Complete Kit Car magazine.
A £200 track day voucher, courtesy of Javelin Track Days.
An MK Sportscars branded jacket, t-shirt and cap.
And a whopping £200 gift voucher to spend in our online webshop.
For your chance to win this fantastic prize worth over £500,
Simply follow the guidelines below.
1. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
2. Like and comment on our Facebook competition post.
3. Share this competition post.
And now for the legals.
The winner will be selected at random. Closing date for this competition is 15th of January 2022, so you better get your skates on.
Good luck, guys. How can we wrap this up, guys? Right, that's it, guys. What another amazing trip down memory lane for us.
Yeah, that's been good.
I can't wait for the next episode to roll out. How can we wrap this up, Neil? I think we wrap it with a like.
Share.
And we'll catch you
Next week.
absolutely.